commentary, comment blue, commentary, comment Burgundy blue, commentary blue, commentary, Burgundy, commentary, Hey y'all, I hope all is well with you and yours. I just wanted to pop in really quickly. I really appreciate y'all being here. I want to talk about Danielle and Garrick really quickly because I don't know why I'm so I'm so nosy when it comes to Seeking Sister Wives. I just love this show. I love this show. And my second show that I'm just disappointed in. But you know what?
I know you're probably not staying long, but do you want wine, water, sparkling water, or anything?
Whatever you're
Y'all, Amy cracks me. I don't know why Amy is so mean. If you watch Little People Big World, why is Amy so mean to that lady? Well, we know why, because her husband was getting down with that lady while that was the secretary for a long time, and Amy cannot stand her. The shade. I love me some Amy Roloff. She is ready to just whoop that lady. Oh, you guys. Good morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, Voices Behind the Wall. I appreciate it. Y'all, Amy, I could watch that clip all day. Amy. Good morning, Tawanda. Thanks for being here. Hey, Zell. Good morning. Amy. Amy yeah, she did not want that lady to come to her house, y'all. And Matt was just like, I don't want to go without Karen. Amy like, can I get you something to drink? I know you're not going to stay long. Hint, hint. So anyway, I'm not going to keep y'all long. I want to talk about probably my favorite. Now it's the new, because our people, what's our people name over here that's so sad? The Snowdens that became the fast forward couple. Like we just skipped them. But now my new couple, right here, Garrick, Roberta, I guess a throuple, and Danielle. I wanted to talk about Garrick and Danielle. And it's kind of sad because I've never seen someone so unhappy in all my life. Like, this is not acting. Like, I've been looking all over for information on Garrick and Danielle, and I'm gonna cover that over on my Patreon a little bit about why I think their social medias are the way they are. But I'm gathering everything. But yeah, Garrick and Danielle, y'all, I didn't inbox Danielle like, Danielle, girl, tell me the tea, please. I'm dying. So Garrick and Danielle, I never seen anyone so unhappy like Danielle. She's steady telling her husband, I don't want this life. I'm not ready for this. And he's like, God wants you to work on your jealousy. Point blank, period. Okay. So I was reading about, I don't know if you guys remember the first episode, Garrick and Danielle were together, and they were together getting the divorce papers. As we know, Garrick, he proposed to Danielle the second day when they went down to Mexico. Bert is from Brazil, if you didn't know. So Bert's from Brazil. They had to meet in the middle for Mexico because for some reason she couldn't get a pass to come over to the US. I wonder what that's about. Like, I wanted to sidebar here. Did you guys notice, like, right now we are seeing Danielle, Garrick, and Bert all together, no mask. They're going down. Oh, sorry, guys. They're going down to Mexico. The kids don't have masks. Danielle doesn't have masks. So it's not during COVID. So this is a little bit before the peppermint patty starts. I forgot we can't say that word. So it's a little bit before that starts. And then so they're traveling freely. So I'm gonna say this is like the end of 2019, beginning of 2020 that this probably is filmed. No, because they got a divorce in 2020. So this is definitely 2020. Okay. So anyway, they got the divorce to bring Bert over. She couldn't get a pass to come over to the US. So the mutual meeting place was Mexico. So they met there the first time. And Bert and Danielle and the husband, Garrick, like I said, Joel Osteen, little brother, they all met together, and they said we will not be intimate with Bert. Y'all, the ladies kill me. We decided we would not be intimate until we get to know her. It was like 24 hours later. my guy proposes to Bert. He goes ahead and proposes and the second day they were intimate. So they spend 9 days in Mexico. Danielle was crying and everything. She's so hurt because she has to share her husband with someone. She wasn't ready for that. Sidebar, isn't Danielle mom like the cutest little thing? So sweet, like her parents. They're so sweet when they were trying to talk to Danielle about, how they were worried Garrick gonna take another wife. And also Garrick's parents, if you didn't know, his parents and family basically disowned him and Danielle. They felt like they were oversexed. They felt like they were fighting demons. They thought Danielle was a lesbian. It was just a mess. So Garrick's side of the family just left them and the kids hanging. They like, no, we don't want to do with this. So all they have is Danielle family. So Danielle at this point in time, allegedly. So Danielle's like, Mom, this is what God called us to do because Garrick saw it in the Bible and he said, gee, those people did it and they're cool. Why don't we do it? So there we go. We're going to go with that. So her mom and dad is concerned. And during this segment, Danielle starts breaking down crying, talking about how this is not the first time they came about with divorce because they have to get divorced to bring Bert over. Of course, you can't have more than one wife. So they're willing to do that. And she said that Garrick, who I just so mad at him, he printed out divorce papers and threatened her with divorce before. So that brought my nosy self over to just research a little bit. And I wanted to just show you what I found on several blog sites. One of it is Celebrity Cheat Sheet. The other one is Sarcasm. And they basically, this is nothing like serious, but one of the things that I thought was a red flag was during the divorce proceedings, Danielle was the petitioner. So it was like she filed for divorce against Garrick. And while they were talking about who would get the kids. They had to divide their assets. And I'm wondering how that went because Danielle had a not so recent, what year was this? DUI. Let's read a little bit what Sarcasm has to say. So Danielle had a DUI along with a child charge because the child was in the car when she faced the DUI. We don't know which child because they have 2 boys. And this is all allegedly. I'm just going off the blogs. And I'm like, man, would the judge, would Garrick be able to talk Danielle out of claiming the children is what I'm trying to say. Would he be able to talk Danielle out like, no, you know what, you should go ahead and give me the children because if you do that, they're not going to give you the children because of a DUI. I don't know how it goes. I'm not a lawyer, but let's read it together. And y'all let me know your thoughts. So I'm going to go over to, let me start over here first. And hit that like if you're in here. Thank you for being here. And you know what? TLC, you guys are trash for even having me over here. So they have a clip of Garrick here in court, calm as can be. Side note, when he left Roberta, wasn't he like a mess? Like he was hysterical, but he's in court divorcing his wife, calm as can be right here. And Danielle had to get a box of tissue. But anyway, the Merrifields go through an emotional divorce so they could be with Roberta. Okay. So it says, according to court records, the couple's divorce was finalized on February 20th of 2020. This was less than 3 months after the divorce was initially filed on December 5th, 2019. Neither Garrick, Danielle, or Roberta have posted much on social media since the divorce filing, so it's difficult to get a read on their status post-divorce. Danielle has posted a handful of photos, but they are all of her and the 2 boys. None are with Garrick or Roberta. I'm gonna get into that deeper on my Patreon, but I wanted to shout out Sheality TV because actually she did a great video on the Snowdens yesterday, which I was working on this video and I was like, oh my goodness, this just solidifies what I thought. I have a thought on, and I'll go through it in deep depth, but I have a thought as well that Garrick, Roberta, and what's her girl name? Danielle cannot post certain things on social media just in case of the visa process. You know what I mean? Because of course it's kind of slow. The fiance visa is needed, and also like if they research social media and they see that they all three hugged up. But then I thought about it. That's why I'm gonna go deeper in my Patreon. How could that be true when we see Seeking Sister Wives on network TV? So I did some digging to find out if Garrick, Roberta, and Danielle, what's the tea? Because I tell you one person that's all over the place, and I have to translate it. That's the mom, Ilka. The mom, Ilka, is in love with everything about her daughter. That's Roberta mom. Okay, so let's get down. While searching for divorce records, this is on Starcasm, I ran across a few other court cases for Danielle and Garrick, including bankruptcy and a DUI. Hey, no tea, no shade. That's life, right? But this just brings into why Danielle, and I'm not a lawyer, probably shouldn't have been the petitioner in a divorce. Garrick think he's slick. According to court records, Danielle was charged with driving under the influence in September of 2016. The initial charges also included misdemeanor child abuse with no injury, which Starcasm is saying, I assume means Danielle had one or more children in the vehicle with her at the time she was pulled over. In November 2016, a deal was reached resulting in child A charges and a lane usage violation charge. That's Colorado. In Chicago, we don't have that. A lane usage violation charge being dismissed. Danielle looks to have been given 1 year of probation with some of the standard DUI provisions. 1 year later, on the November 30th of 2017, Danielle's probation was terminated and the DUI charge was dismissed after successful completion. Okay, so I'm just wondering if that will come into play when Mama Bert comes. I know it's dismissed, but can this be held over Danielle's head by Garrick if he ever wants the children? Like for him to draw divorce papers up before, once again, how long were they married? 16 years, I believe. Could this have been the reason that he went ahead and printed it out before? Like, were they having such issues? I mean, a DUI could have meant that she had a beer at a cookout and drove home, and that was that. But she's, according to this, was swerving lanes, going back and forth. And I'm just wondering, by her doing the petitioning, doing all that, like if she just gave Garrick the kids, gave Garrick the money, gave Garrick the house, can he just move on with Bert and call it a day? Okay, so he got pulled over too, but Garrick was found guilty of a less misdemeanor charge of speeding. Y'all, when you get on this TV, they pulling out everything. So he got a speeding ticket. Garrick has had also some legal issues in regards to his driving habits, in addition to being cited for speeding and not wearing a seatbelt. Again, Colorado, my goodness. He was charged with felony reckless driving in January of 2003. Y'all, they done pulled up 2003. Court records indicate Garrick was pulled over for going 91 in a 65 miles per hour zone. In Colorado, anything more than 25 miles per hour of the speed limit can qualify as reckless driving and unclassified felony. Oh my goodness, they're so cute with their kids. Okay, in addition to, because if we're going to talk about it, we got to talk about it, because y'all better have enough money to have Bert come over. We know Bert like her dresses. Bert keep her hair done, her nails done, French tip. Y'all better have some money, okay? In addition to their vehicular and relationship woes, Danielle and Garrick have also suffered financial hardship as well. The couple filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in Wisconsin in February of 2014. What were they doing in Wisconsin? Y'all, this is my first time reading this part. Could Bert be in Wisconsin? I don't know why I'm thinking that now. You know how they said Chrissy, allegedly, Chrissy was in another state with Dimitri at one point, and Dimitri was trying to come back to LA. While we're looking for Bert over here in Colorado, is his hometown Wisconsin? According to the bankruptcy filing, the Merrifields had liabilities totaling over $150,000 at the time. Roughly $114,000 was student loans. Oh, big whoop-de-whoop, huh? Less than a year after the bankruptcy filing, you can't get student loans off of that though. I think I tried that. I think student loans don't qualify for bankruptcy. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Less than a year after the bankruptcy filings, the Merrifields moved to Colorado, where they currently reside. Yep, they were in Wisconsin. Oh, y'all. So y'all better have some money for Bert. Bert got to get her braces adjusted. You know, you had to get those tightened. She probably need to stay like those switch states, and you got to switch a new orthodontist and all of that stuff. Oh my goodness. So there you have it. What is this lady doing in the corner with this? Y'all, let's cook. They ad money. So there we have it. By Danielle getting that DUI with the alleged child A going on because she allegedly had a kid or more in the car with her while she was under the influence. Could that impact, like, if the Merrifields do not, if the divorce does not go well, if he just moves Mama Bert on in? And I was reading, I'm always on Reddit, y'all, just reading, and someone was saying Buena Vista is now becoming having more traffic, having more people come. A lot of tourists are coming, but they were saying it's not very diverse there. So by Bert just knowing Portuguese, will she just be in the house all the time with the Merrifields, no outlet? We know that when you get over here on the visa from watching 90 Day Fiance, you have a certain amount of time before you can work. I mean, will she just be in the house again, doing the cooking and cleaning, just watching the kids? And like I said, those are two teenage boys. Mama Bert walking around, and if Mama Bert walking around with some side boob out, washing the car and panties in the bra like Taylor was, it's gonna be a problem. Danielle gonna have a problem. So what y'all think about that? I just wanted to bring that news. I was like, this is kind of sketchy. I've always felt the way about Danielle being the petitioner. If you guys had to get a divorce, why didn't the husband Garrick file the divorce? Why did it look like Danielle was claiming for the divorce? And is that fraud? I'm just so confused on how that could be taped. They take another wife. Like, what kind of visa is this? This is what I'm trying to say. Does anyone know the law? I'm really been trying to research it, but you can have it. Is this for real? Because you can have this documented that you're divorcing your wife to bring your new wife over. Now, you have a divorce, so I guess the legal part is done, but sort of like with the Crystalline thing, like if whoever gives distributors the green card and all that, if they find fraud, like, how does that work, guys? Let's read some comments and then we're out. Thank you for being here. This is just so, it's such a sticky situation, but I'm telling you, they worried about each other. I'm worried about those preteen boys. Mama Bert, I'm stuck. Mama Bert. Oh my goodness, I dropped my pencil. Can you get it? Oh baby. You know how Mama Bert, my princess. You know how Mama Bert be talking like, I love surprises. Oh baby. Oh goodness, Garrick, here we go. And wait a minute, before I say, oh baby, when Garrick says, yeah, oh, I just want to break my TV in half. Well, he be like, everybody emotional. Yeah. I'm like, do you know any other words? He seems calm, but that yeah gets to me. Oh goodness, Garrick, here we go. Danielle better have stayed in Mexico and found herself a man, brother, husband. Wouldn't it be good if she did have a man over there? We see in the previews, they say that coming up that Bert has some bad news for the Merrifields. I'm wondering if it's like the Ponderosa, or if it's like what's going on now, or if it's that I really can't come because of Danielle's jealousy. And they're going to play that Danielle being jealous, asking God to take away her jealousy. I just don't get that. Like, I don't get why Danielle had to go on a trip. Yeah, Danielle is unhappy and obviously do not want to do this. Those are real tears, guys. hate to wonder. He is a slimy husband, and he owns his own business. I just wonder how his employees and stuff are looking at him. And it's like a family business. So, like, what if like his in-laws or his parents still have to work with him? They looking like you on TV acting a fool. Maybe they quarantined for 2 weeks and were okay without a mask. True, true. But you know what? I wanted to say that Isel, you know what? Everybody else have a little intro when they say, well, during this time, C-19 was going on, and so filming had to start and they stop it. They did their own diaries. They were the only couple so far I haven't seen it. The Joneses did it. Yeah, every couple has done it. Even when Kimberly came, they all got tested. I haven't seen the Merrifield say anything. Yeah, he looked just like Joel Osteen. Just like Dimitri. We will not be intimate 5 minutes later. We had a quickie and the wife doesn't know. Garrick is a mess. He wants to rid himself of Danielle. That's what I think. I think time is up for Danielle. And let's not forget, Danielle took Garrick from, I'm saying took. You can't take nothing, but Garrick was with Danielle's best friend before he got with her. So I think, no, it's like how you get them is how you lose them. Portia, Real Housewives. How you get them is how you lose them. And I think that maybe that just simmers in the back of Danielle's head because they're still young. You know what I mean? Whether the Bible and Quran's interpreting on polygamy for marrying widow, orphans, and those kind of women to better society, I highly doubt it was for lust. Good point, Ezel. DC the Truth 85, he always says how he had read about polygamy in the Bible and how it was like you would take on a wife to protect her. Back then you would take on a wife because the single women that was out there, you know, was used or whatever. You know, I didn't read my Bible from front to back. And I was like, oh, okay, now that makes sense for polygamy. So some men have 100 wives and that's their husband. So Roberta didn't need saving for nothing looking like that. Okay, Roberta did not need to meet the Merrifields to be saved at all. Hey, Miracle. It's not for me. Yeah, I'm too jealous. I'd be like, girl, you bet Roberta would have a moo on walking around the house. I'd be like, no, put your hair in a bun, Roberta. No makeup. You might can have some Vaseline on your lips, but that's it. I don't want too much rouge coming over here in your Brazilian bikini. Yep, he may try and talk her into giving him full custody because of on his Facebook account, he always have Roberta and the kids on display. He does. He's so ready. 31 people in the chat. Oh, please hit the like button. Please, you guys. I appreciate it. I got to find out how to make people mods. I'm learning over here. I appreciate it. I don't trust Garrick. It will catch up with him. Bert better use him for a green card. Yeah. Do you guys oh, hey, you in Chicago too? Yes, Chicago. Do you guys think that Bert was on this site? And y'all, what are these sites they're talking about? Like, I'm like, is it like Thrinder or Threple or something like that? Or are they all meeting up on a polygamy Facebook site? Because everyone's like, we found them on a social media site for, you know, poly stuff like that. Do you post on there and say you looking for, do you go on Craigslist? Like, how do you trust them? Because it's no doubt in my mind that Garrick is supporting Roberta. Now that she is engaged, it's no doubt in my mind. And I'm not even going to put allegedly behind that because I just feel it in my bones. But I just feel in my bones that Garrick could be supporting Roberta this whole time until she gets over. Like, we are betrothed. You know what I mean? Also, it's cheaper for Garrick to claim full custody than to pay Danielle child support for the two boys. Oh my God, miracle. This is a common reason some men file for full custody. Oh my goodness, I didn't think of that. Thanks for that. Yeah, I didn't think it okay, bankruptcy does not cover student loans. Yeah. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, they do not qualify. for bankruptcy. Shoot, I would have gotten 3 doctorates and filed bankruptcy. I heard that. Thank you guys. Please like and share and subscribe. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Hey, Woo226. I love how often you go live. It's the only way I could do it. Like, I'm just trying to get in between work and trying to do it. So I promise I'll do breakdowns. But I love interacting with you guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Mama Bert. Mama Bert. Oh my goodness. Do you need a towel, Mama Bert? It's a spider in my room. Hurry out the shower. It's like, I think I heard with the Ponderosa, I heard Layla Lynn say it, I believe. So I have to credit her. Someone that we were all trying to think of words to say. Like, what do you say? Because you can't say that. Good morning, Lori. Good morning. I do not know what Roberta sees in Garrick. I hope she dumps his slimy once he gets her green card. You know what? And I think it's money. Let me tell you something. Did you guys? Everybody was making fun of his outfits, his legs, all the thing. Garrick's shoes, sunglasses, Versace. You have to look at Garrick. Next time you watch all the designer stuff, his watch, all the stuff that he has on. And I'm just wondering. I haven't seen Danielle wear anything designer. She seems more like low key, you know what I mean? Just, natural. But Garrick, he brought the A game when he came to see Bert. And if you look at Bert, I bet he bought that swimsuit. That's why he like, bring your Brazilian bikini. Yeah, I saw you I sent you that money for Fashion Nova. Send all that stuff and put it on. I want to see you in everything. And I just feel so bad for Danielle. I'm like, Danielle, if you do not want this, speak up for yourself. And even in the previews next week, we see her crying. She's crying because she's like, well, if y'all want to be intimate, just say you want to be intimate. Girl, if they were intimate day 2, what you thought they were going to do the other 9 days or 8 days? Y'all planning a wedding. They're going to jump each other's bones. I think I could do this lifestyle only if... I could definitely do this lifestyle for sure, but I would have to be like the 2nd or the 8th wife or something. Like, I would be so scared to be the first wife because you have to watch your mate fall in love with someone. Like, make me like the last wife. Like, I would try to be the last one to come in. Like, you have to watch them fall in love, and then your spouse, like Garrick already knows Danielle's attitudes. So if Bert says something like she said when he was in that boat with her, she was like, I just can't do it if she's gonna be so jealous. I'm gonna have to leave. I felt like that was manipulation a little bit. I felt like Bert was like, look, sister's jealous, you know what I mean? I can't take it. And he would dump Danielle in a second for Bert. Like, that's it. Like, the divorce is already done. You could go ahead and go take the boys. You know what I mean? While you at it, stop by City and House, get them kids, because he about to leave Tasha and go with the blonde anyway. So just, y'all just go ahead and start a club because I'm going to be with Bert. And it made Danielle feel like, oh my goodness, if Bert cares that deeply for me, then it must be in my head. No, it's not in your head, girl. It's not. Thank you. Thanks, Tawanda. I heard there's a polygamy dating sites. I think it's better to just use those type of sites. Yeah, I think it's better. I use the polygamy dating sites for sure. Don't just ask someone, find someone that think they're going to be a part of that lifestyle. I'm just intrigued by the lifestyle. She's beautiful, will have tons of attention, especially where they live. In Brazil, she's like everyone, but not here. Yes, because Bert has a body on her, girl. Bert is sitting up there with all the curves. I'm here for Garrick bringing Danielle along, trying to include Danielle, but I think he's blinded. I'm not going to put it all on him. I think Danielle is blinding him by saying she's okay with everything. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, you were intimate? That's great. No, say how you feel. Oh, you was intimate and you had me come lay in that bed afterwards? Oh, but y'all could have just told me that. I could have went down there to the bar, had me a little cocktail, came on up to my room. You know what I mean? I could have put my headphones on and pop me a unison. I ain't have to be over here with you talking about being phony in my face. So now you gonna come in my house and be phony? You have to tell people in the get-go. And Roberta probably would have been like, okay, Danielle's not here for the play. But right now she thinks that Garrick, she gonna be able to run to Garrick with everything. Like I said, Garrick knows Danielle's the good, the bad, and the ugly. They've been together so long. So she'll be able to tell Garrick, meaning Bert will be able to tell Garrick anything. He gonna be like, yeah, I know that's how Danielle is. They're gonna gang up on Danielle when she gets to Colorado, period. She gonna be up in that kitchen making all the good dishes. Danielle sit up there. Because what did Danielle have the other day? What did they have for like breakfast? Was it like she put like sausage and eggs in one of those Pillsbury croissant rolls? They put ketchup on it. Can you imagine? Like Bert's gonna have like the Brazilian steak, like all the good food, the spices. And Danielle was like, man, I made pigs in the blanket the other day, and the boys said it was good. Now all they want is Mama Bert cooking because she walk around with an apron, some Brazilian shorts, and cleavage. Okay, he's over it. She's beautiful, and yeah, she'll get when she gets down to Colorado, she's gonna get a lot. Oh, next week she's speaking up, which is good. Yeah, I hope she speaks up, y'all. Danielle and Crystalline should have gone in together for a divorce. It was reports that Crystalline is in South Africa. I hope not. Like, it was like people just gossiping. I hope she's in the States and she's not going to just ignore all the divorce and what's going on. And y'all, sidebar, I didn't mean to get to them, but I'm wondering if Taylor heard what Crystalline said allegedly behind her back when they went into that confessional, and she was like, now it's easier without Taylor here. Scripted or not, how do you know? Because this is my theory, because it's all coming back to me now. Taylor wasn't even there when the stuff went down. You know what I mean? Allegedly. She wasn't even there. She probably saw some stuff, but Crystalline still got married. Taylor wasn't even there when the stuff hit the fan for real. So did she just know everything on the phone? You know what I mean? It's just weird, y'all. I don't even want to talk about them. As soon as y'all bring up Crystalline, y'all trigger me, y'all. Stop it. It's best to be the third wife. The first wife deals with the most jealousy. The second takes the most abuse. With the Snows, you could tell Crystalline and Vanessa are more traumatized than Taylor. Yeah. Because Taylor, see, y'all to trigger me again. Okay. I know if any of them ever see my videos, they probably like, look, you are obsessed, lady. I just want to say this when it comes to Taylor. At the end of the day, you did DoorDash all day, y'all. I didn't DoorDash. I do DoorDash. I have to do that, okay? Dimitri, I can give you some tips. Stay safe, my friend. You did DoorDash and Uber Eats all day, dealing with these bogus tips, and you on TV, you filming for TV, and you in the middle of the Ponderosa, and now you got to sit up there and come home and watch these 5 kids. You can't even close your door. I'm with her. I'm out. I am out. It's just so weird. Okay. So back to this. I just feel like, Danielle, why did you get that? Why did you go ahead and sit up there and let this divorce happen? I hope you wrote some stipulations and you just didn't okay it, because you know how people are. Baby, I would never do you wrong. Baby, I would never step out on you. I would never take Bert over you, please. Bert will be making breakfast in lingerie. She gonna look like Salma Hayek cooking in that movie. I remember that scene. Salma Hayek, yes, that's how she's gonna look. You know, Salma Hayek is straight bombshell, for real, curvy and all. So she'll be sitting up there, princess, baby. Meanwhile, I'm telling you, Bert knows English better than them. Y'all mark my words. She gonna turn around the confessional. Yeah, I heard what Danielle said. I heard every word. Yeah, I heard. They think they slick. Can you imagine the conversations that, because Danielle makes it like her and Garrick talk to, when Bert calls, her and Garrick talk to her, with the translator. I just bet that Bert and Garrick are having all type of phone sex, all type of video on demand, all kind of stuff, like when Danielle's not around, because they're new. You know what I mean? Like my girl says, best to be the third wife. Like I said, eighth wife, the last wife. Because Garrick is just not, things don't become sexy anymore when you've been married all those years. Not to say it can't. I know people that the flame is lit, okay? But I mean that in Garrick and Danielle case, it doesn't seem sexy anymore. Like even when they were all three in the bed, he translated, it's time for coffee, lots of coffee. Man, when I tell you Danielle hopped her ass up so fast to go get that coffee, like, okay, baby, you know what I mean? And that's how it's probably gonna be in the house. Like she knows what her husband likes, so she's gonna run behind him and serve him. Meanwhile, while she, like, when she went to go get her pajamas, they had a quickie. So when she started to go heat the coffee pot up at home in Buena Vista, it's gonna be the same thing. Hey, Angela. Thanks for being here. She is hey Lori, she is unprotected if something happens to Garrett. I didn't even think about that. Does she still get life insurance or something? Danielle, you in the back pew again. We talked about this yesterday. Girl, you are not even riding in the family car. Bert is in the family car. Front pew at the church if some, Lord forbid, happened to Garrett. You in the back, like she could put you out the fume. Oh my goodness. Aside, she is no longer the spouse. She is entitled to nothing, but I bet he'll provide for his kids. I bet so too. And can you imagine if this was the only reason to stay together? You know how people be like, okay, let's have a threesome to keep the relationship going. Maybe that'll keep him. Like, what if this was the only way that she was able to keep Garrick interested? Like to keep the family together, because these boys are still young. They're still a young family. I hope Garrett gets the kids' iPhone so they can be able to translate. Yes, and talk to Mama Bert. How is this translation going? They probably gonna be in it with Mama Bert though. They probably gonna be like, she'll be like, it's our little secret. I'm telling you, Bert knows something. And I wonder what she was at school for. And I also feel like Garrick and Danielle should know Portuguese. It shouldn't all be on Bert. Even if she's coming to America, it would be nice to learn words and languages. Even when I see people on 90 Day Fiance, they just be like, we don't like Paul and Karini. He never even tried. Well, he did try. Karini tried. She went to school. But it was like Paul was just sitting there like, whatever. Whatever, you're gonna have to learn to translate. And sorry guys, Karini got really good at speaking up for herself. Daniel is so foolish. What a shame. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Danielle she really is. Like, what a shame, man. What a waste. If you need a new wife, just gone. You know what I mean? And that's hard to say, but he wouldn't. Once you open that door, you can't close it because now you have a relationship with Bert. If Danielle closes it, he will hold it over her head forever. Now the kids are gonna wonder what happened to Mama Bert. It's just so hurtful. And in all of the history of Seek a Sister Wife, it was only one wife that said God called for them to have a husband, and that was Paige McGee. I mean, have a husband. God called for them to have another wife, and that was Paige McGee. She was the only one that said that she was reading the Bible and she felt like she was the one that was most defiant about it. And rest in peace to her husband. When it's just two wives, it seems like a battlefield. Yep, it's better to be the last. I would be the last. I would not want to be the first. I don't want the Winders to get a third wife. I think the family unit is so cohesive. Why are they doing that? Why are they getting this third wife? And Colt is saying no. He's like, I don't think it's ready. And I don't think it's ready. He's like, I don't think I'm ready. And on top of that, my girl over here, Tammy, that serves face all day and eyes and eyebrows, she's having her issues with her pregnancy right now, and she's trying to get through that. And Sophie just had a baby, and they work through that. Can you imagine if someone comes in and just get pregnant by Colton right there? And like I said, hey guys, is this me? But I be watching like the IVF and the fertility and all that stuff, like different shows and stuff on YouTube. Is it the man supposed to save like they supposed to save whatever's in the milk dud for like, you know, to make sure it builds up so you have more and more and more sperm, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you know, because now if you get a third wife, isn't that going around, like, you know what I mean? Isn't that decreasing the odds? I know she's getting pregnant, but she's having problems staying pregnant, I think she said. So I don't know, like right now, like with her and Sophie, couldn't they come like where she tells Sophie, could y'all cuddle tonight, because right now I'm ovulating and I need all the data so I can report to the doctors, you know, what's going on. I just wonder, because she said she was taking medication. So I'm wondering if it's rules on the men's side too. You know what I mean? Because it's so weird. Because if Sophie's getting pregnant, I know it got to make her feel like, dang, you know, what's going on over here? So to add another wife, no. Let's give it. And Colton is so caring, where he's like, no, let's just wait. Like the wives are pushing it. And then their family dynamic and their friendship, you don't need a third right now, because they could come in and just throw it all the way off. But these my people right here. They put me to sleep, but I love them. You know how boys be about their mama. They will turn on Garrick quick if he keep hurting their mama. Hey, Drink Brandy, you not lying. You're not lying, because one of the sons, the older one, said, I only have one mama. And they were like, no. Yes. Why do these people trust? Is it me? Am I just paranoid? Are you guys this trusting? You know, I'm just like, how do these people like, come on in, move in. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get a divorce. Like, where do they do that at? Like, I don't even think my neighbor been past my threshold. Like, I opened the screen door and talked to them through the screen door. Like, can I help you? You do not need to know what's going on in my house. Okay. We may see this family on Dateline. Suzanne. Not Dateline. Hey, Coffee Hook TV. Suzanne, which one is going to be it? Which one is going to do it? I think the snapped episode would definitely be Danielle, and she would get off because we saw those tears. We will all be witnesses. Good morning. How cute is, Tammy's daughter is so cute. Sadie. She is so cute. And I tell you, Tammy serves face. Did you see their wedding pictures? I don't even have it in queue. The Winder's wedding picture, Colt and Tammy. Tammy is absolutely gorgeous. His voice sounds very high pitched. Yeah. Very. Hey, Wututu says, no, I did IVF. It's not necessary to build up more than a day. Oh, okay, well, that's good to know. So Colton, you could go ahead for what you do. Thanks for sharing with us, Wu226. I think Tammy Winder wants a third wife to take the heat off of her and the jealousy off of Sophie, a distraction. Sophie is so more outgoing than Tammy. Did you guys catch when Colton said that him and Tammy could just sit down and read a book for hours together and not say two words? And meanwhile, Sophie is just walking through the streets like, yes, I'm the second wife. Hello. You know, she's more outgoing. Her mom's more outgoing. Her Nana, who we saw, Sophie family during her baby shower, they're all more outgoing than Tammy is. I don't think we saw Tammy's family. I can't remember. I have to go back because their segment goes so fast. But yeah, I just really like that family. You're right. I didn't know if Sophie was jealous. Is Sophie having a jealousy miracle? I didn't know that. Kody Brown didn't have any problems with his. He did not. His milk does. No, he did not. You guys, I hate when I switch subjects, but who watched? We got to get into Sister Wives because they started picking up traction after Meri got catfish. That's when I had lost them for a while, but then when Meri got catfish, I hate Meri. Oh God, y'all, let's get back. Y'all will distract me with these comments. When Meri got catfish by that lady, I don't know why I felt my heart went off. Just my heart just went out to me. Oh, I hit the mic. Sorry, guys. My heart went out to Meri because I knew everybody was gonna turn on her, but I didn't know Mariah was like no. But it's like she can't get no affection over the computer, a little computer love going on. You know what I mean? And when it just made me realize how naive and how lonely it must be that you only have your sister wives and you're all competing for this one person affection. And the way that Kody treats Meri, I don't even know why she's still there. Is it for the family? Because I mean, I like Meri, I like Mariah, their little family they have going on. But she's not interested. But you guys, the way Kody just still having kids with Robin, because I think Robin gonna get pregnant again. I really do. His younger children are with Robin. What's our girl that's feisty name? Christine is ready to go. I think Christine will leave before Meri. I just feel so, y'all, when Meri, oh, this is what I want to say. When this week, when one of the daughters had to have that surgery, who saw that? Not this week, but it was last month, like the end. One of the daughters had to have surgery, like during the Ponderosa. Kody, I don't know why Janelle not going nowhere, but Janelle's not going nowhere because she's just like, yeah, basically my bills paid, my kids straight. I could take it or leave it. But that daggone Kody, and someone said he had hair extensions. Is that true? I thought that was his hair. Someone said he had like a sew-in or something. Y'all let me know. Like, is he, because I thought that was Kody hair. But anyway, Meri, go ahead and go find you some love, girl. Find you some love. Yeah, Kody didn't have no problem at all. And that other family they visit, I'm so intrigued by them. I just started a breakdown like 3 times, but could not finish. The man that married the twin sisters, that's in Utah, and the cousin, that's a whole nother story. You think maybe Tammy is stressed out trying to rush to get pregnant? She's like, I need baby number 2. Yeah, she need baby number 2. Yeah, before the new wife. I don't know. But you know what? Are they just courting Kimberly for the show? Because I just don't think they're ready. Because if they weren't courting Kimberly, they wouldn't have a storyline if we think about it. If we really think about it, the Winders would not have a storyline if Kimberly was not there. And now we know Kimberly does not get paid, but I'd be like, Kimberly, slide me a little something. Slide me a little something on the side, Colton. Yeah, I don't think he's interested. I don't think Colt is interested in a third woman at all. Bert is average, but he's been married since he's 18, so his little friend is excited. Yeah, nah. I think Bert is cute. And she's tiny. And you know how men love a tiny, if they're kind of tiny, like we see in the Dimitri case, he's like, oh, she's small, like they just go for it. And she's shiny and new. But baby, Bert took off that swimsuit and was like, hey, Kody is done being a husband to 4 wives. His milk duds are down too. Danielle is going to lose it. Snap for sure. Yes, guys. Oh, guys, hit the like if you're in here, please. You guys saying wives with knives. Kody is having an existential midlife polygamy crisis. He's miserable. Yeah, I think Kody wants out. he doesn't know how to go about it. But I think once they get off the air, and I know we're only watching this, like even with the Snowdens, we're only watching this for 30 minutes or whatever, 45 minutes a week. But he just want to be with Robin, and he wants like everybody else to be his friend. He gonna build that land, that house. Y'all could come if y'all want to, or you don't have to. Like Robin fights everything, and then at the end of the day, she's like, I just don't want to seem like I'm being a bitch about it, girl. Like even when the Ponderosa, if you guys were watching when that dropped, she was like, yeah, because I don't want. The family was talking about having a get together, everybody get tested, have a get together, just a family because they're all quarantined together at that point. Robert was like, yeah, I don't know. And where's Kody staying? Right over there at Robin house, out of all the houses. Now, to me, if he had to quarantine, the safest house is Meri's. The safest house, if you had to see all your wives and everyone had to come to you or anything like that, the safest house is Meri. Because the only person going in and out of any of the wives' house is Meri. Because Meri kids, well, one came home from Chicago. Well, her only child came home from Chicago. But before that, Meri's house would be the safest place for you to quarantine. Why would you be over there with Robin? And how many children? She had 3 when she came into the marriage, and her 5 children. You know what I mean? And I think the oldest have to come in and out. So Kody, you full of it. Just say you want to be over there with Robin because Robin is your piece. Just say that. Oh my goodness. I swear, thank God you do these live chats because I have to discuss all this and nobody else watches. Nobody watches over here in my family either. They're like, thanks, Woo. They're like, what are you watching? You're obsessed with sister wives. Do you want a sister wife? Maybe. Leave me alone because I have to find out. Tammy is jealous of Sophie because Tammy is struggling, to conceive. That would be too much to handle if Sophie just keeps having children. It's like, just throw someone else in there. Maybe you're right. Okay, maybe you're right about that. Maybe you're right. Thanks again for being here, Voices Behind the Wall. Yeah, they said Kody he had some extensions. Meri is suddenly really into reigniting the relationship with Kody this season. The ship has sailed, though he's not interested. They went on a date, like a picnic or something. It was their anniversary. It was now, y'all. Remember on Robin and Kody's honeymoon, they was gone for like 192 days. And all the other wives was like, yeah, we took a road trip for a weekend and that was it. They went all over. But it was their anniversary. Basically, they picked up some Chipotle and went and sat in the grass, Meri and Kody. And Meri was flirting with Kody. And he just, if rejection was a person, like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Because I don't think that Kody, I don't think that Kody, I'm trying to think. Do you think that Kody, we know Kody and Meri is not actively having sex probably. And I don't think Kody and Janelle, because Janelle keeps a schedule on everything. She would let us know if they were having sex. Janelle has a calendar for everything. I would say that he probably slide through Christine every once in a while because Christine gonna tell him about himself. But he's only with Robin. And Robin's eating it up. Yeah, with this that other family with the twin sisters, the man that married twin sister. You couldn't marry my sister, let alone my twin. I just think it's so strange. Like, I'm not judging, but now that's the family I am judging. Like, everybody else slid by, but you didn't marry my twin sister. But then if I go back to someone said in the comments, I think it was Miracle. I'm not sure, but if you guys repeat, but someone said in the comments that in the Bible, and that's what I think it's the Dargers, the Friends of the Browns, they are religious. The Quran and the Bible, and I'm just ad-libbing, back in the day, they would take another wife to protect them. And one of the twin sisters had a divorce. And she was out there with single mom with kids. And then he married her. They was attracted to each other, obviously, because He married the twin, identical twin. So maybe that was biblical if I go by what you guys said about in the Bible, the man would take the woman that was maybe a widow and stuff like that or divorced and marry them. So that maybe that is their reasoning. But to marry twin sisters, ugh, and a cousin, now what you married a cousin for? On the same day you married a twin and you married a sister and a cousin on the same day. Now that I'm judging. So Colton won't really look at Tammy like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you? Yeah. If she doesn't conceive, I think he's conceive. It's just such a hard thing. Did anyone see the rumor that Meri had an affair with the production team member? I did, Suzanne. So it's this rumor that Meri was messing with someone in production at TLC. I believe it. I do believe it. Meri is crying out for affection. I wouldn't say the affair was like a quickie, like our people was, but Meri's still young. You know what I mean? Kody, can you imagine how Kody attitude is on TV? It's like he does not watch his mouth already. So you already know what it is behind the scenes. So I believe that Meri would have an affair. And I like Meri being progressive. At first, it was like, I think when her daughter came out, that's Meri's daughter that's marrying. She came out that she was a lesbian and she's marrying Audrey. And that's her only child. Meri was struggling with that at first, and all the other sister wives was like, "That's great." It was like y'all was being phony because the cameras was on. But Meri has struggled with it right quick. Now she's like in love with Audrey. She loves Audrey. By her being progressive, I think that Meri and Christine are both. Oh, the other T, Christine got the shot. She got fully vaccinated. I saw that too. And that's like unheard of. They were saying in the Brown household for her to step out and get vaccinated alone. Yeah, I believe that Meri could have had an affair with someone, allegedly. I think that she's tired of it. She's seeing the world open up. Hey, Meri was the first to branch out and get her own LuLaRoe business, okay? She was bringing them ugly leggings everywhere. So I think she would step out, like, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a video about that. But I think Meri was the first to get on the internet and find her son. She was in the chat rooms. Meri said, I am looking for a love. I believe you get tired of, oh, where you gonna be? I'm showering at Robin's. Where you over here? The kids need me at Robin's. Where are we going? Can we get something to eat? Yeah, I'll slide through there. Kody, Meri not having it. Meri's like, I look good. I brought all these other women in here. She should at least be respected for that. Yeah, they're not interested, but they're picking up this season. Give it a chance. When Kody said he was sending one of his babies, his baby with Christine has is it scoliosis? When your spine curve a little bit, I forgot. But one of the little girls, she is in pain, and she says her pain is a 9, like between an 8 and a 9. Kody was like, "Well, can we wait?" Kody, she said her pain on a scale from 1 to 10 is between an 8 and a 9. Meanwhile, if we rewind, I gotta stay with Robin because, one of the babies, I forgot the baby name. I love the baby name. I can't think of the baby name, but one of Robin's kids is the youngest. He's like, because he's having difficulty not being around other kids. Meanwhile, Christine child over here, Dad, my pain is between an 8 and a 9. Well, can we wait? Can we wait for the surgery, or are you gonna go by yourself? Y'all, I tell you, I was ready to just drive to Flagstaff and smack some sense into Kody. Did you say that? Did you say that to your daughter? And told his daughter, you have to think about the family. You just can't think about yourself. She's in pain. Kody, you're such a jerk. Yeah, and Robin is the only legally bound wife. The others can bounce, put him on child support. Yeah, that anniversary date was hard to watch. Yeah, he got her some Chipotle, sat her in the grass, and she was like, "If I try to kiss you, what would you do?" He was like, "Huh." Go to Robin and tell her. Oh, look, so it put it, Meri, if I come over there and kiss you, Kody curbed her. Y'all are so fun in this chat. Hit that like button if you don't mind. I appreciate you being here. Consider subscribing if you do. We're just talking mess up in here. We done mixed it up talking about Garrick and now we done got over here. Kody then triggered us, y'all. The main countries that what are cam girls? Oh, cam girls. Oh, I think are those the ones that like the videos? Cam girls, I think, come from our Brazil and Colombia. Bert gives me cam girl vibes, and Garrick is a type of sim who tip her 1,000 a month. Yeah, I believe that Garrick is no is. I'm with you, Drink Brandy. You guys in this simp cracks me up. I believe Garrick would he's definitely paying for Roberta lifestyle. Roberta could call, oh baby, oh my love. It's just game. I think she's even running game on Danielle. You know what I mean? But now you're locked in and now you're on TV. It would be just so cool if she just had like a whole husband nobody knew about. One of them said that polygamy that's very common for a sister to share a good husband with her sister or other family, especially if they're alone for some reason. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that I think I could see it. You know what I mean? Share. I probably be like, you could come here and live, but I better not see you have sex with my husband. That's so immature of me, isn't it? Hi, Super Mario style. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Hit that like. I'd be like, y'all cannot. Cody better tell Cody better tell Garrick, Larissa and Jesse better give yeah. Um I'm so sick. Y'all triggering me. I'm so sick of Cody. I'm so glad he found somebody. You should call this page allegedly, right? I'm like allegedly. Yes. Oh, Ezel, I come from an era where polygamous men marry sisters. I'm just fascinated by that. Like all that, oh, I'm not jealous. Oh, isn't it natural to be jealous or to want to know? Like, especially you married my sister. But my identical twin, well, maybe twins feel differently, but my identical twin, and I'm sure it's the favoritism for it's the like you wouldn't be able to do nothing like if you told the other wife, oh, I really 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 like your lasagna, and if you use too many reallys, see, I'm just crazy. That's the problem. Something's wrong. I'm just be like, no, girl, I don't blame Meri. Meri was with the producer allegedly. Oh, we got to do that on another video. Meri introduced Kody to Robin. Yep. And she and Robin were church friends. Yep. And Robin was kind of struggling a little bit, y'all. Remember that? Is that the baby name? Ariella? It's a boy. It's a boy, Robin Brown's youngest boy. It's Isabel who has scoliosis. She is so pretty, isn't she? She like her mom. She looks like her mom. She's the most beautiful. I love that name they named their kids so cute. Truly, I just loved that name when she had a baby. Yeah, I wanted to slap him when he said that. Yeah, he was horrible. I was ready to come through the TV on Kody when he told that girl to wait for surgery. Yes, he wouldn't tell. Robin couldn't even wait for a honeymoon, okay, a courtship. They was having a fit. I agree with the Cam vibes. Danielle is out here cashing out. Thanks for joining us, Olivia Rose. Like Patrice and Patrice on the other hot mess show. Oh, is that the who is Patrick and Patrice, the twin? I gotta look them up. Why don't women get brother husbands? Because they'll be fighting. Solomon's the oldest, right? I think Solomon's older, but I might have it wrong. Y'all, we need a chart. We need a diagram. We'd have to do the Browns. Oh, his name is Solomon. That's the youngest one. Oh, thank you for that, guys. Yeah, you guys, the Solomon. Okay, y'all make sure y'all working. We over here just talking mess. We talking mess. But yeah, the Browns. We're talking about Danielle. What's our girl over here? Danielle is Kody. Like I said, it's a lot of people that do a lot of things, but Danielle and Garrick, you know what I mean? And like I said, I try not to judge people and say, oh, they just want to come over here for a green card. Because if it was one person, I tell y'all all the time, one person, she didn't care what kind of green card you was going to give her. Green card, blue card, black card, she did not care. Okay. And look at her now. Everybody thought Rose was over there just to be with Ed for a green card. Baby, she flipped the script on everybody. Have you guys checked out Rose's YouTube channel lately? And that's what I just feel like Kayla could do, Crystalline, all these other people who are not getting paid to be on this show. Sorry, guys, my phone. Who are not getting paid to be on this show, how they could flip the script, sort of like how Rose did. I mean, left Ed in the wind. You know what I mean? So I'm trying not to judge and say, you know, that all this water is saying that. Now, it's one person that did come over here and gave everybody a bad name. Muhammad just, I mean, he gave everybody a bad name when it came to the green card. But I'm trying not to judge too much. But Danielle, I do feel like that Danielle's in trouble. And Garrick, the problem about of letting your husband build a relationship with the new potential wife is that they're always going to have a bond and they're going to talk behind your back. And that's it. If he's having a bad day with Danielle, he's for sure using that translator and telling Bert, just like he ran into that room and had a quickie with her right quick. You know what I mean? You guys, I really appreciate y'all being here. I'll be back. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you said I do Gia. Oh, we can do a tree. We're going to do a Brown family tree. Yes. Garrick is probably paying for Bert's lifestyle, hair looking nice, nails done, braces, and we don't even know her profession. I think she's in school. I'm telling you that Garrick went over there. He put down like 10 grand on Fashion Nova, sent her all the bikinis and outfits. He wanted her looking good for the show. And he looked good too. Y'all have to peep his sunglasses, his sandals. It was designer overload. And poor Danielle, she just had her little Forever 21 tank top and called it a day. Yeah, Garrick is paying for all. You guys, please consider subscribing. Hit the like. I really appreciate you guys. I told you guys I have a Patreon. I'm building it up. It starts at $3 a month. And if you would like to, you don't have to. You being here and hitting the like is not enough. Now, this is not dry bagging here, but here's my Cash App. And I appreciate those. I did get a Cash App yesterday. Thank you so much. Every dollar goes into my channel and I'm building it up. So you guys, we'll be back talking about more sister wives. Y'all take care of yourself and each other. Bye.